should be the final video of ranked like meta builds for Paladins. Nocturnal is always pretty much used for Strix, and of course Strix damage you want to get cauterized. You can get reload. Uh, you don't need to worry too much about resilience because you're so far off in the distance. You can get Haven, but most you want to focus on cauterize. This is just a basic build for Strix. You mostly just want to have the movement speed and the extra health. As for Talus, inner strength is used the most right now. You want to focus on your health, and you want to focus on your lifesteal ability and your movement speed, so you can just move around faster and gain more life faster. Of course, with Talus, you're going to get cauterized. Terminus, you want to focus on walk speed. This is going to be a basic build for Terminus. You're going to use Undying. This is a pretty much basic Undying build. Hulking Monstrosity you can change to 1 or 2. Once you get to Masters or Grandmasters, you're not going to need that much health. You're going to focus more on the other stuff like Strength of Stone and It Follows, because you want to charge up to get the bonus stats from your charge. This is for Tiberius. Tigeron's Fury is used the most out of all the other abilities. It's just better. It just goes through shields and explodes, so you get the more damage. This is pretty much an average Tiberius build. You're just going to have a little bit of cooldown, and you're just going to keep like healing yourself every time you hit someone. And of course, Tiberius being damaged, you're going to focus on cauterize. You can focus on other things after that, like cauterize reload, cauterize chronos, or cauterize resilience. Torvald's pretty trash, but if you're going to use him, you're going to use him with other tanks like Barrack, Inara, or Terminus. And you're going to be using Thanks Grandpa because it's the most useful ability. Torvald's the only tank in the game that plays like a pseudo support character. Like he kind of plays like a healer somewhat. So you're going to be giving your teammates healing, and you're going to be giving them extra walk speed. And you also can get yourself more shielding while you're shielding other teammates, so you don't really need to worry too much on health on Torvald. Tyra, some people use Burn Launcher, but the build is pretty much the same. Mercy Kill's a little bit better because you can kill people faster. Like, people can just walk out of your fire and the fire won't do any damage. But with Mercy Kill, as long as you hit the grenades, you're going to be getting the extra damage. And this is why you use Mercy Kill, is because you're always going to be having 16% less damage reduction. Not cooldown, damage reduction. So you're going to be taking 16% less damage pretty much all game. You can change favorite Quarry if you want. Primal Might is useful. If you get a kill, you can have more grenades. And this is going to be for Vatu. Whelping Shadows is pretty much used all the time because of the extra cooldown. This is a basic Vatu build. You're going to keep healing yourself when you dash around. You're going to get more ammo when you hit people with bombs. When you throw bombs, you're going to be taking like 24% less damage. And then you can go into Gathering Shadow and take another 15% less damage. And it stacks. So it's pretty insane. And then when you kill someone, you get more cooldown on your bombs to keep getting the less damage reduction. Viktor, a lot of builds are using burst mode. Shrapnel's alright, but burst mode does more damage. And this is basically a Viktor build. You're going to focus on cauterize like the other damage and flankers. You want to have Grenader at 4 because you can throw a grenade, hit someone, throw another grenade, just like a constant loop. Firing stance, just increase your movement speed a little bit. You always want to have Predator. You don't always have to have Flak Jacket at 4. You can put it to 2 or 3. But Predator and Grenader and the other stuff you want to focus on more. Vivian, Booby Trap is used a lot because it's just AoE damage and does 600 damage. You can knock people off the map with it also. You can use the other Opportunity and Chaos also if you want, but a lot of people are using Booby Trap. This is a basic build, Vivian. You just want to have the lifesteal and the movement speed. You don't have to worry so much about your shield and health so much, because you're going to be walking around and gaining life. But she's still, even with this, she's still one of the worst damage champions in the game. And of course, Vivian, you're going to focus on cauterize and reload speed, and you're going to get both of them. And then you can get whatever else you want, like resilience and walk speed and haven. This is going to be for Vora. Relentless Presence is pretty much used a lot because you get the second tendril. This is a basic Vora build if you're going to play ranked. You always want to have What May Come and the Maw's Embrace. You want to focus on those two talents the most. And the other stuff you can change around a little bit if you want. Vora, of course, you're going to get cauterized. Willow, you're not going to focus too much on cauterize. You're going to be focusing more on Chronos. The reason why is because you have Dead Zone, and Dead Zone is like your built-in cauterize. Like, people cannot heal when you have Dead Zone if they're in your Dead Zone. But later on, you want to get Chronos cauterize, and then get Resilience for stun or Haven to reduce some of your damage. There's a lot of different builds with Willow. There's no particular like one build's better than all builds right now with Willow. You can go Blast Flower or Nightshade. This is a pretty much easy build to use with Willow and Nightshade because you're always going to have the cooldown on Dead Zone, so they don't heal, and then when you kill someone, you can get more cooldown on Dead Zone, so you can keep shutting people's healing down. You don't need to focus too much on the Seedling because it's very easy to dodge in ranked play. And when you saw a lot of the top tier damage champions, they can either teleport, fly, or throw up shields that are completely indestructible like Terminus or Atlas. So Willow is very dependent on who they're picking. If they don't have Terminus or Atlas, and let's say they have like a Nara or Barrack, then it's okay to use her. But like against someone like Atlas and Terminus, it's going to be a little bit harder because their shields cannot be destroyed. Terminus especially will absorb your entire ceiling. This is yagorath. Yagorath is an off tank, which means she doesn't stand on point. She kind of rolls around and causes chaos. A lot of people are using this ability right here. As an off tank, you're going to focus more on cauterize, and you don't need to worry too much about stun, but if you're getting stunned a lot, you can get resilience. And you don't need to worry about walk speed at all because she rolls around. So you just want to cause as much chaos as you can with yagorath. And that's pretty much it for part 3. As for all these damage champions, you're going to be getting cauterized 3, except for maybe Willow. You're going to get more Chronos and cauterize. And that's pretty much it. Until another patch comes out and one of these characters gets nerfed. The only character I didn't do was Sati, because Sati is not in ranked. But we'll have to wait and see what like the Grandmaster players and Masters players are going to use with Sati. I have a feeling she's going to get nerfed or she's going to get banned every single game, because like right now people are thinking she's kind of like overpowered right now.